This is the plaintiff, Arthur Purville. He says the defendant ordered 15,000 copies of little booklets he leaves at stores and pharmacies. And when it came time to pay his bill, he stiffed him. His excuse for not paying is that his son owes his cousin money. Whether that's true or not, it has nothing to do with this print job or the balance he's owed. So he's suing for the $1,850 he's owed. This is the defendant, Michael McAgnon. He says the overall look of the printing job wasn't good. The colors were faded and washed out, and the quality was terrible. Also, he didn't deliver the goods on time, didn't meet the terms of their agreement, and totally lacked any sense of professionalism from the get-go. So he's not paying. He's accused of stiffing a printer. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for not completing the job on time and for displaying inappropriate and violent behavior.
Okay. Graphic Arts Incorporated, represented here by Arthur Purville.
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing Mac Group Publishing and Westchester Worthies, represented here by the owner, Michael McAgnon.
Macagnon.
For $1,850 that you say is owed to you for a printing job that you did for the magazine and they have refused to pay. Okay, tell me what happened.
Well, we know him for a long time, and we've been going through this several times over and over again. He's always coming in and getting credit. When he gets the credit, he doesn't pay, he shifts to another printer. And it's a cycle that he does have all the time.
How do you know?
He attempted to do that several times, and I had to bring down hard pressure on him before we get paid.
Okay, so why would you agree then to do business with him if you had so much trouble?
That's why we ask him to give our money up front and the balance when the job is done.
Okay, well, what happened this time?
It's a little job that he does. He does some booklets that he would distribute to stores and supermarkets. And
okay.
So
how many times have you done business with him?
10 times,
10
approximately,
times.
yes.
All right. So he comes to you to do what issue was it?
The May issue.
May issue? Okay.
No, the April-May issue.
May issue. Okay, and what happened?
The same process. He came on I think he came on a Friday and begged us to get this job done for him hurriedly because he needs it. And we asked him for a deposit. We at one point declined, and there was a lady there, a Caucasian lady. Her name was Rebecca. She knew of, because looking at the record, she knew of his behavioral pattern with us. So she decided, along with me, no, we can't give you credit this time. He started raising eternal hell inside of our print plant, cursing at the lady, swearing at her, and telling me I must get rid of her because she's bad for our business. My son heard the commotion, and he came out and he said, never mind, give him a break this time. I was very upset about it, but we did. And
that's this time?
This time, yes. Under the condition that he will give a deposit and he will pay us at the end of 30 days. At the end of 30 days, when we were looking for the money, he found another excuse, as usual.
He gave you the deposit of how much?
$1,850.
That's the deposit?
That's the deposit.
And he owed another $1,850.
That's correct.
And then the 30 days passed and he doesn't pay you.
When the 30 days came...
Did he take all of the merchandise?
He took it in small portions.
Okay. Did he complain about the quality of the merchandise?
Never, ever.
All right. When's the first time you hear that he doesn't want to pay the remaining $1,850?
When I think he called my son, and my son thought he was going to...
Come on up, son.
And then he started giving my son a lot of lips.
Tell me about the conversation with him regarding the balance.
Well, what he did, he asked me to meet him at a diner. So I met him at the diner, and we sit down. And he starts talking, and he's going into a story. He says, well, you know, you did a job for me a few years ago, and it didn't come out right. And then he just starts going on, and then I immediately see what's happening
Wait,
here.
what is he talking about? He's complaining about a job from a few years ago, not the job from last month?
Right, that's
correct. Okay, go on.
That's right. And he starts, and he's telling me this story, and then he's going, well, I don't rightly know, because he feels that he has the upper hand on me there because he has my $1,850 and he doesn't want to pay me. So I got to listen to his story. And
apparently he's right, because you haven't gotten up yet.
Yeah.
You're at the diner and you're still sitting there.
So
Go ahead.
I'm sitting there, and I said, well, you know what, Mike? My father's not going to want to hear this, and he's going to sue you for the money. So I get up, and we walk out, and that was it. And
Did he hand you some document?
I don't remember if he handed me any document or anything. I don't remember. But I was just so upset because, you know, I vouched for him to get the credit for the job.
All right, what's going on?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of this stuff is the first time I'm hearing it. I did go to Arthur & Wayne's to have my job printed. I did use Arthur & Wayne's graphic arts 4 times in the past. And I have samples of the issues as well.
Okay. And you have samples of the issues to show me what?
The issues that they did print up prior.
Which were good.
The one back in March a year ago had type missing in it.
Okay, and the other one?
The other one was a complete washout. It wasn't done properly at all.
How not?
It was all washed out.
Washed
it was
out,
very
okay.
dull.
Dull, okay.
The colors weren't
So why
vibrant.
did you go to them again?
They
I mean,
didn't
it couldn't be
catch.
that bad. How bad could it be?
Here's 2 copies. I'm sorry. Here's 2 copies. Same issue, just a wide range of the way it was printed up and how it looks.
Okay,
It's not
one
supposed
looks
to
blue
look
on
like
the
that at
outside,
all.
one looks black. What else? Anything else on the inside that I need to look at?
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong with it?
It's washed out. And if you turn to the page 29, you can see the way the difference looks.
So you feel that because there's 2 different tones of orange, you shouldn't have to pay $1,800?
I think there's a lot of problems with this issue. Yes.
I'm not seeing it, so
Yes.
I need you to say it. Now, so far, you have said there's 2 different tones of orange, so I shouldn't have to pay the remaining $1,850.
For that ad, as well as other ads in the magazine.
So if there's a slight deviation in the job where it's not exactly the way you ordered it, do you still have to pay?
Yeah, you gotta pay, and the customers aren't gonna notice a little thing. If it's a big thing, you don't pay.
But he's saying, I wanted what I wanted and the way I wanted it. Do you have to?
Proof first. You need to see one proof before you agree to have print.
So you have to pay.
15,000. Right.
Yeah.
No, you have to get one proof of the pamphlet and then pay for the 15,000.
Got your point? Going inside the courtroom.
There's definitely a difference in color in this one. Wait, who printed these? A different company? This is
Yes, my
June.
regular printer.
Wait, this is June, August of 2010. I don't care what somebody. I thought that you were saying that this wasn't what you were used to getting from him. Show me how what they did in this is not the kind of work you have come to expect from them, because it's different from prior issues.
Here are 2 prior issues that came out.
And there's
okay.
lots of vibrant colors and everything else. There's one, this one advertisement is a little washed out, I think. The different oranges makes absolutely no difference. This one's a little washed out. Everything else is pretty popping. I don't know why that would be. These are ones that they did before. Is that what you're saying?
These are ones that Graphic Arts did. They only printed 4 magazines up. I never did more than 4 magazines at Graphic Arts.
What's the video here for?
The video is the boxes remaining of the issues that I did not use.
Okay,
that
let me see
Graphic
that.
Arts
If
printed.
you want me to see that, let me see that.
Supporting evidence for the boxes and the issues that are left over that I couldn't use for the April-May printing of Worthies. As I'm opening them up, in the first box, it's approximately about 300. And then there's 400. In this box,
You didn't even open that box till this moment. How did you know you couldn't use
right
it?
out of the box that is very faded. Here's one that looks bluish in color.
Why are you opening up boxes in front of me on that tape?
Well, I wanted to show that I didn't use those issues.
I know, but why are you opening up sealed boxes with a box cutter? How did you know that they were not up to par?
Because everything else wasn't. I presumed that
So
they
you
weren't.
presumed that what was in a sealed box wouldn't be up to par. I'm starting to think that maybe you had other reasons why you weren't able to distribute more issues in that month. And I'm starting to think that maybe there are other reasons why you don't want to pay them the balance of your bill
Absolutely
that have
not.
nothing to do with them. Because, yeah, there's a slight variation between this one and this one. And out of 15,000 copies, this is what you can show me. Okay. Yeah, the colors are a little stronger in some other stuff, but they're very strong in some of these ads. And you don't just not want to pay the $1,850, you want to sue them for $5,000. Tell me about your counterclaim for not completing the job on time and complaints from advertisers. Do you have any complaints from advertisers?
Yes, but I didn't include it in. I didn't ask for design.
You just asked for $3,800 for lousy printing and complaints from advertisers.
Well,
Can you show me one complaint from an advertiser?
Yes, Designer's Corner.
Can I see it?
No, I can't.
Okay, then you're not showing me a complaint from Amazon. You're showing me you're flapping gums, and you're the same guy who doesn't want to pay the $18.50, so you got to know that I might not accept that.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, so now you can't show $2,000 for loss of business. Can you show me, can you prove to me what business you lost? What are you going to show? Prove to me what business you lost. This is how people in your position prove this. They bring to me someone who says, look, I like this guy, he's nice, but I got to tell you, I can't give him any more of my business because everything was so messed up.
No, ma'am.
Or a letter from somebody's angry, saying, I can't believe how you messed this up, I'm not hiring you anymore. Or an email from them, something, anything to prove the $5,000 that you're asking for. Because otherwise you just look like an opportunist who doesn't want to pay his bill and wants to make $5,000 to boot.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're done then. On your counterclaim against him, 0. On their claim against you, $1,850 that's owed.
Let's see what the defendant has to say after being categorized as an opportunist in this decision. Step over a little bit. What's going through your mind here coming out on the losing end of this?
Well, it's a matter of perception. And I think the judge, in my opinion, is probably one of the most reputable judges in the country.
Good. How do you distribute your magazine? How does your business work? How do you distribute it?
We're free press, and we drop off copies in supermarkets, all with permission and consent.
And you make money on the ads in the magazine?
That's the only sole purpose.
Okay.
It's the only source of income that we have.
Okay, good. Right down this way. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, so step in here. You win your case. You collect on every cent you sued for. How you feeling coming out?
This is an excellent judge. She's intelligent. She knows what she's talking about because everything she said is the truth. We have been printing for some of the largest, I have it here, the most reputable companies in the United States here for 10, 15 years.
You know, in printing, you know, sometimes jobs can go bad in printing.
Recommendations up to the point. Never, ever miss.
Harvey?
You know, there's a phrase in the law, de minimis non curat lex, which means the law doesn't cure small things. So if it's a very small problem and a big job, bottom line, you still have to pay.